Okay, so today my workout's outside and I'm at work and we got this new thing called the fitness court. So I'm gonna do a workout today by myself using the app, and it's supposed to only take me 7 minutes and it's a full body workout. So if you wanna do this with me, let's go. Okay, first circuit around. It's pretty good. I'm gonna modify some of the things that they have. So basically there's 7 exercises and movements to do in the circuit. You're supposed to do them for 45 seconds, like a 15 seconds in between, and then you move on to the next one. Everybody know what I'm on. I'll be coming up high for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Something new right now, which is called grounding, and basically the whole idea is that for like millions of years humans walked the earth and they didn't wear shoes. We were more connected to the earth, energy that the earth gives and minerals that it has, and so a lot of people walk around barefooted. I'm not one of those people, so I thought I would try it just out here along my walk, and just kind of take my shoes off and just enjoy the cool and quiet nature of this trail. Beat my hands in the dirt. There's supposed to be like really good health benefits with like inflammation, anxiety, depression. So I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. I'm really just on this like self-discovery, trying to figure out like the best way for me to live holistically. And so this is one thing I'm gonna try. It makes sense to me that we're all energetically connected to the earth. The closer we are to the earth, like the healthier it is for us. This is my new earthing journey. It's day 2 of earthing. I'm gonna probably sit out here maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna get going. I haven't noticed any like major differences, with exception to just having a real desire to go to the mountains this weekend, which is like the worst weekend because like 4th of July, I go for like a really long hike and just kind of get away from the city. But it's the worst time because everyone else is getting away from the city. Just really want to go and just be off on my own. Really have like this need, and I think I've always had this need really close to nature. You know, when you grow up in the city, like we were lucky, we had like a nice backyard, front yard, this beautiful tree, really good childhood with being able to just go play and be free and be outdoors in the summertime. That's super important, even like when you're an adult, just to continue nurture primal need, be like one with nature. I also just want to apologize for my really pale feet. I don't get outside very much anymore, and in particular I haven't worn like sandals in several months because I'm too lazy to paint my nails. I apologize for the really ghostly white pale. So just doing a quick check-in. Today was permission granted, so this was our call, our coaching call that we have this week, and so there's about like 33 women on the call. It's such a cool vibe just knowing that there's a bunch of women who are out in the world who are doing so many big things. We have CEOs, authors, business owners, entrepreneurs. It's insane. And I get to be part of that. The things they were talking about was having a summer bucket list, and I wasn't prepared for that, but I decided that I was going to sit down and write a bucket list. Summer bucket list for 2023. So once we got off the call, I really sat down and thought about it. I'll probably add a couple of things to it. And I don't know if any of these things are going to happen. I think some of these are like out of the box financially right now. I may not be able to do it, but I'll just share. It's going to a new national park and hiking Glen Ivy Spa. I've never been there. Go to Michigan. It's probably not going to happen this summer, but you never know. Going to the beach, that's easy. I could actually go today because I live like 10 minutes from the beach. Going to Santa Barbara or visiting Monterey Bay. I've always wanted to go to Monterey Bay and I haven't gone. I've been to Santa Barbara before. In a cooking class, I think I've always wanted to do, and I just haven't been able to find one that's reasonably priced. Just think that would be super fun, just to go to like healthy cooking classes or something. I put on my bucket list to actually date It's not the highlight of my life, but I guess I should do it. Take an aerial class. So, you know, like those ribbons that are up in the sky and people are like twirling around. And finish my ebook. That's critical. Getting my ebook finished. So I have a couple of more things I need to edit. And I'm supposed to have it done by tomorrow so I can start talking about editing. So I'm going to have to talk to one of the girls that's in our accountability group. That's what she does. She does self-publishing. She can help me with that. And producing a new album with 12 songs. So producing an album with 12 songs. Okay, so like last March, I wrote a ridiculous amount of songs just because I was going through some emotions and stuff. So that was my way of kind of like getting through that moment. I've kind of been fresh out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just haven't been able to like really go there, and plus I have a lot of projects, so maybe I just spend some time creating songs after this. I was thinking a little bit on my self-care business that I'm working on, and so I'm really trying to like flesh out those ideas and get that going in the next couple of months to do my first paid speaking engagement. But I have a lot of opportunities to speak with my current job doing public speaking, and it's really easy because it's not about me, it's the mission. But with this is me talking about like my self-care business and tips, that's a little bit more personal, so I think that's going to be more of a challenge. So those are some of my goals for summer. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing for summer, because that would be great. And then also on my list, which it should be, is I'm going to Europe at the end of summer, so that should be kind of cool, an experience of a lifetime, and it's going to make for good content and good photos, which I'm really excited about. I just want to talk about being 40, because it's so funny that I know I'm having a hard time with it, and that's like such a big milestone. But I had a childhood friend, she just texted me on Instagram, and she just said she wants to be fabulous in her 40s, and I'm like, yeah, me too, like that's what I'm working towards. But I just forget how this feels for other people my age. We were always kind of like the young one, you know, we're close to middle age. It's really weird because you still feel young, right? Ways that I can be fabulous. Okay, so you have to define fabulous. My fabulous is going to be different than your fabulous, but my main thing for me with turning 40 is to be healthier. Now, I've been really hard on myself. My face is really bloated. I haven't slimmed down yet, and I'm not happy about that. I got to figure all of that out. But one of the things that I really want to do is I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy mind, body, and soul. And so I have to start building the building blocks for that. So that's trying new experiences and exercising and moving more, just being experimental with finding different methods and eat differently, and have to figure out what works best for me, because I'm looking for like, want to at least make it into like my mid 80s. That would be awesome. You know, I'll go for 90. So many of us are like, how can I like level up my life so I can do things but also be healthier? I want to feel better, and I want to, you know, but you always want to look better. Always want, I don't know, I like didn't look that great in high school. Okay, you know how some people are like, oh, I look so great in high school and that's my goal. I don't have that goal. I feel like I look a lot better now, but I just want to be like a smaller version of myself. Still working on it, still trying to figure it out. You have to identify, especially if you're turning 40, if you're to 83 babies, we're all going through it together. What do we want our life to look like in the next decade? What do we want to do? My flip of the switch, my life isn't where I think it should be, so I need to work harder, and I need to be more intentional and spend my time and my life very focused. So those are one of the lessons that I have. In your 40s, you got to build that life. What do you want to do? I'm sure everyone goes through this when they have those milestone birthdays, 50s and 60s. I know in the 30s, that's a whole nother thing. But what do you want the next couple of years to look like so that you can continue to grow and become the person that you always wanted to be? And then my third tip is reconnecting with nature and the natural source. Combination with spirituality, that as we get older, we consume ourselves in so many other things, being busy, working, raising a family. The one thing that we really get out of touch with is knowing who we are. And I've been hearing that consistently from women, especially women who have kids and their kids are starting to leave the home, is that they start to question, like, what is my role now? You know, my role was always being a mom and running the schedules and doing all of this, and now my kids are on their own. Not realizing that that's the thing to celebrate, is when your kids are strong and they are out in the world and confident. That's something to be really proud of. Redefining your life than just focusing on just being one thing, which is like a mom or a wife or a business person. Being a woman, there's so many different aspects of who we are, allowing yourself to be curious and explore. One of the things that I do, which really helps, is getting in touch with nature. It clears my mind. Nature keeps us honest. When you're out in nature, whether you're sitting at the beach, going for a hike, being with animals, it's just such a pure way of being. You don't have to like show up fake. You can really be truly who you are. So that's a really good opportunity to do a lot of reflecting about your life. Good morning. Just wanted to say happy Friday. I wanted to tell you about a decision that I made last night. This is going back to my fitness and health and wellness journey. I am going to go back and do the Whole30, which is basically cutting out everything that's processed. Start on the 1st. Excited to do this was, I haven't hit my fitness goal to be back down my original weight that I was in 2016. I was size 4 back then. I am like a long ways from that. I know it has a lot to do with my nutrition. I have been eating as clean as I can without being on a Whole30, but I have been eating processed foods. You just need to take a hard look at that. And then also a lot of things that like the Whole30 doesn't recommend. So like quinoa beans, that's another thing. I eat black beans every day. So that's going to be a little bit of a change, but it just makes eating really easy. You just know that you can have organic meat and then fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, and you can't go wrong. You can't mess up. The link to the Whole30, you guys can check it out. I'm actually pretty excited about it because it's a huge transformation in a very short amount of time. What I'm going to do different than I did in 2016 is that I am going to track how I feel. I'm going to write it down as I start incorporating things back into my diet. August 1st on. Oh yes, and by the way, it means cutting sugar. Like, I'm eating less sugar, but the thing that I've fallen back on is going to Starbucks and getting like a little treat. It's all going. So the only thing I can get to make myself feel good, like I'm doing something special, is to get green tea, an iced green tea from Starbucks with no lemonade and no sweetener. So it doesn't sound that exciting, but at least I feel like I'm doing something. My body really responds to the Whole30. I'm looking forward to it, and it's not super complicated. I am gonna have to cook a lot. There's no dairy. Hopefully I can get all of this extra inflammation out of my body. I will be so happy because really all of this on my face, like right now that you guys are seeing puffiness, all of this is inflammation in my body. Over the next 30 days, you guys are gonna watch and see a miracle, and I'm not gonna go back on this. I'm not going to get back into old habits. Even just an occasional fried food is not good. I'm looking forward to just really getting it back together and waking up and feeling good and not having to roll over on my fat belly. And I really think that's another thing, is just like the flabby belly that I have. I cannot work out and feeling my belly flip-floppy, not a good feeling. And also just my face, like every time I'm like on a Zoom call and I see my face compared to everyone else, I look really fat. I work out every single day. I just know how I feel. I remember how I felt when I was on it last time, and it was just a whole new experience. I was super thin, but I wasn't working out. So I think your muscle behind my weight loss right now, it's gonna look so much better than in 2016. I have the muscle mass underneath it. So I'm excited. Whole30, here we come. Come join along with me and watch the transformation. It's gonna be pretty sick, and I cannot wait. It's not gonna be easy. Probably gonna go through sugar withdrawals, but I'm ready for it. I've been through it. I'm mentally tough, I know that. So, what would I rather be? Would I rather be healthy, or would I rather not feel good? And I'd rather feel better, and I'd rather look better. All right, I'm driving back. I just got done with doing a tour, and I'm going home, and I just was like, oh my God, I'm driving on my favorite road. I like to go the back roads home because it's just so beautiful. It's like open roads, country living, and I freaking love it. And I hope I can get some of this on camera. Day 2 of earthing, and I skipped yesterday because it was way too buggy outside, and it's not much better today, but I'm just gonna keep it brief, finish, as you can see all the bugs around my head right now, finish up and keep moving. So, okay, I just got done with the cold plunge, and today I did 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute at the end to finish it out, and then a cold shower. Just first plunge in for Saturday is the worst, but I made it through that. And then I'm gonna come tomorrow, possibly Monday, because I'm off session. I definitely just needed it. It's a great way to kick off the 4th of July weekend, which I'm so excited. I just started the Whole30, cleaning up my diet for 30 days. Today's day 1. I took a really good look at my vitamins that I've been taking, and there's sugar in it. So I'm about to roll over to CVS to see if they have any multivitamins that are plain. I bought a shirt for myself, 3 degrees, because I felt like I deserved it. It was only 20 bucks, so it's on budget. And I'm gonna grab a quick lunch that will be just protein and some veggies. We're just keeping it lean. So I'm excited because I know my body is going to be bomb in 30 days. Keep up my fitness. I'm going to figure out if I'm gonna go ride the bike today. I don't know. I don't know if I'm taking today off. I really should go today and just go ride the bike for 30 minutes and a walk for 30 minutes. But I'm gonna see how I feel. Sunday, just getting done with my breath work and cold plunge class again. And it was really good today. We had a nice medium-sized class. I didn't have anyone next to me. It was awesome. And then the cold plunge, first time in, wasn't too bad this morning. I think it really helped with the breath work. And one of the instructors last week, I just finally was like, okay, can you just like talk me through getting into the water and the proper way to breathe? And basically she's just like sucking a lot of air like this. And then when you get in, breathe it all out, and then keep doing that same technique to get your body to calm down. I did it, it totally worked. So today I went into the cold plunge. I went in, I think I did 3 minutes the first time, 5 minutes the second time, 5 minutes the time after that, and then I came back in. I had the intention of doing only 1 minute. I did 5. I think for this weekend, I did 18 minutes on Saturday, 18 minutes on Sunday. So tomorrow, I mean, I could always come to class tomorrow. I don't know. I know they're having class 4th of July, but they moved the class up early, like an hour and a half, and I really don't want to be out of the house by 9 o'clock. I'll look at their schedule, see if there's another class tomorrow. I might go tomorrow, depending on how I feel today. I had really good cycling yesterday. So glad I went to go work out last night. It felt so much better. It's just like that added boost. So if I do cold plunge, I feel pretty good, but it's just that added boost of like working out. So I technically today, I need to do some sort of back workout as well. So I'm gonna go home and eat and rest and hopefully get a little bit of work done. And then I'm going to get a workout in probably after dark tonight. On another note, so Whole30 today is technically my second day, even though I started on June 30th. And I was doing great, but all of a sudden I started getting all of baked goods, Food Network, things in my feed with like pies and cakes. I'm like, damn, that sounds good. I'm talking to myself. I said, you know what? I can do this. I've done this before. I put everything that I can't eat for the next 30 days. I just threw it away. There's just no point in me having it in the house because I know I'm gonna have a weak moment and want to eat something that's not on the list. Last night I did salmon with avocado and some spinach, and then I think I'm gonna have that when I go home today. I also have eggs and some strawberries. I got something else. Oh, I got squash last night. And then I got some grass-fed beef, which I really don't eat beef a whole lot, but I'm just like, okay, I gotta have something to make myself feel full. So anyway, I'm gonna head home. I'm also having NSYNC throwback moment, so that's what I'm listening to in the car.